video I show you how to do SQL Truncation attack. This attack happens when there is a misconfiguration on the database. For example, you can use SQL Truncation attack to take over accounts or escalate privileges. But before we start doing this, we need to know a little bit about database and the reasons for SQL Truncation attack. How does a database work? When you insert new data, select query matches the new data with existing ones on the database. If data exists, the user gets an error. If it doesn't exist, the new entry adds to the database. It's the simplest explanation about database for this case. When does SQL Truncation attack happen? It happens when database configuration is in default mode. It happens when strict mode is disabled on the database. It happens when database accepts duplicate entries on critical fields like email address, when there are differences between character limitation on database and web forms. For example, when the email field has 20 character limitation on a web form and 25 character limitation on database. So let's see how this attack works. Okay, now I'll show you how to do truncation attack on a website. This is book.htb, hack the box machine, which is retired now. First, we create an account as a normal user, name Jack. Email is jack@london.com, and the password is something. And you see 3 different parameters. I want you to see the differences between a normal user profile and the admin profile. So here I sign in as Jack, view the profile, and the role is user for Jack. Now let's create an account for admin, but before that let's see the source code for the page. Here you see that the JavaScript function gives us some information. Name field should not be more than 10 characters and the email field should not be more than 20 characters. Here is the email address. It has 14 characters and we need to add some spaces at the end to reach the 20 character limitation. So I add 6 spaces at the end and an alphabet character to pass the limitation. It is a vulnerability because we shouldn't be allowed to pass the limitation. It shouldn't work like that. In fact, the reason that it works is that the database is not set properly or the code is not written properly. So now let's sign in as admin at book.htb, and the password is no matter. chose this password for this account. As you see, we signed in as admin here, and we took over this account with a SQL Truncation attack. Now I can change everything that this web page allows me as admin. For example, here I can delete accounts. I delete 2 accounts that I already created, and this is how truncation attack works.